Oh, hi guys, it's Bob from Greybeard Models, and I just had this arrive today, Miniart kit. It's tow truck AA type. I saw this, those of you that have followed my videos, you'll know that I'm building a Gaz stroke Ford model AA type fire engine in 1/48 scale, and you'll know from my other stash reveals that I've got 4 Ford A type vehicles in 1/16 scale to build, and I saw this one and I thought I've got to get it. It's a Miniart kit, as I say. It's a breakdown truck, sorry about the glare, and it's in 1/35 scale. It's in their World War II military miniatures series, and it's kit number 35351. So I haven't even opened this yet, so I'm gonna switch over to my green mat and we'll get this box opened. Brilliant. Those of you that are familiar with the Miniart kits, you'll know that all the sprues come in one bag. I've actually taken them out of the bag for the purposes of this because it's noisy and awkward getting that. But one of the first things I noticed was this set of sprues. And then when I went through, when I went through the box lid, I thought, actually I didn't show you the options. And on the box lid, let me just get that round. The box lid actually shows 4 different options on this truck, which I'm hoping that, you know, one of those we can build. It's really good. One of the things I also noticed on this particular box was the name here of the artist who does all these pictures, and it's Elena Stanilevich. I hope I've said that correctly. She does a lot of the Miniart pictures, the box art, and I think that box art is really quite cool. You've really got some really good sort of colours there in the trees and stuff like that. But anyway, let's get back to the kit, and we'll have a look through the parts. As with other Miniart kits, little box of photo etch. Don't think there'll be much. Oh, it's actually two sheets of photo etch, various straps and things. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but this is like a nameplate for a particular one of the options, and various brackets and stuff. But yeah, we'll come back to that. And also there's a little packet of chain, because obviously it's got a winch on the back, so that's cool. Get all that back in the envelope. What I'll do is I'll get all the parts out. Fortunately, nothing seems to have broken off the sprues, which is cool. And we'll have a look at the instructions. So I'll get over onto the green mat, and we can then have a look at the instructions. You'll be able to see what's going on. I'm going to need a bigger bench. Right, so the general instructions are exactly the same, A4 size, and come in a booklet form. At the back, there's one of the options. It's actually got a Wehrmacht unit on the Eastern Front, 1943 to 44. It's indicated by the markings there. So obviously the Germans had one. The front markings for this sort of, I don't know, Russian markings of a company for the breakdown truck. And let's have a look at the other markings. This one, presumably Sports Auto Club Moscow. 1937, 1941. Interesting, nice colourful one. It's this particular one for an unknown unit of the Red Army, 1941-42. So that's cool. Now there is options there to build one, two, one at the back. Oh, it's two at the back, I thought it might have been. And there's another one there, another Wehrmacht unit, Eastern Front, 1942-43. Really cool. Really cool. So yeah, it gave me some chances to do some options. Might even change it and put some American stuff on it, but we'll see. Typical Miniart, sprue call out, and the colour call outs in Vallejo, Mr. Colour, AKRC, Mission Models, Ammo MiG, Tamiya, and fairly standard set of colours. And the instructions follow a fairly standard procedure for Miniart and most manufacturers. So assembling the engine, assembling the chassis. Oh, 2 pages, right. Assemble the chassis, get the wheels together, get the transmission together and the differential, get the wheels together, get the wheels on, get the radiator in place, add the exhaust, front fenders, various cross beams that hold the rear bed, details on the inside of the cab, various parts of the cab body, which is quite neat. And I've just noticed something here that the pedals from the cab actually go through the firewall into the chassis, or down towards the chassis, to indicate what they're used for, which is cool. That'd be interesting to have a look at that build. And again, adding the firewall and the front of the cab onto the chassis, the rest of the body onto the chassis, and the doors, the hood and the side panels. All pretty cool. All fairly standard Ford AA. I'm getting to almost be an expert. And the rear bed put together, really neat. And then assembling the whole winch and jib arrangement on the rear bed, and then adding that into place on the rear bed. And there's some petrol cans or oil drums. Interesting that the oil drums have got these collars around the waists. That's good. And there's a pump for the side of the oil drum, which is cool. I think this will make up into quite a really neat kit. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty cool. Let's have a look at the mouldings. Mouldings are absolutely crystal clear on this. Really nice. I like the wheels straight away. I like the wheels. The hubs are really good. Nice mouldings on them. Got the bolt details and stuff. So there's that one, that one, that one, and that one. So there's 4 of those. Then this, obviously the rear sort of body panels, got really nice texture, wood grain effect, and bolt heads and things on the brackets. So that's cool. And then this is load of the little bits and pieces. There's 2 of these. Absolutely brilliant moulding. There's no flash on any of these parts. I notice here this is a connection rod, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 connection points where they've run that in the mould. These look like, you know, where the sort of expansion parts within the mould when they force the plastic in. That's going to be an absolute bum to get off there without breaking it. So you know what I'm going to use, if I can get away with it. I'll be using my trusty 0.3mm diameter brass rod. This sprue's got the body parts on it, the body panels, fenders, rear of the cab. That's the cab over. I've seen that. That's like the framework that goes around the back of the cab. And some really nice moulding of parts here. Look how deep that is. So that the tool is going really deep to get that, rather than trying to mould it flat. It's really good. These are the petrol cans, oil drums. Interesting that they've done it with these rings to go round them, which is pretty good, because if you can get those two halves together and then deal with the seam and then put those collars around, that might actually hide all the seam and you just get the joints where the collars are, so it might be a lot easier to put together. I don't know, just thinking about that. And that's the rest of the oil drums, and it's got some engraving on it, which is Wehrmacht markings, which is interesting. So they're the Wehrmacht markings on there. That'll pick up nice with a bit of dry brushing. There's the cab doors. Internals of the doors are sort of textured, like a ripple effect on there, so like replicating the material on the inside of the door. There's the outsides of the doors, and that looks like the winch and the jibs. So nice good bolt detail and stuff like that. Nice sprockets here. How have they done that? Oh cool. So they moulded the sprockets such that the plastic sprue is actually on the face of the sprocket. So with a bit of dexterity you might be able to get that off and not damage the teeth of the sprockets. That'd be good. The next sprue is chassis parts. Oh look, there's another one of those long fine rods that they like. They're going to be interesting to try and get those off, or as I say, replicate. And then the last sprue is sundry parts. Oh, nice texture on the seats there. Nice sort of rippled material to give the impression of, you know, like a rumpled seat. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but yeah, really neat, really nice moulding, absolutely no flash. So I think these must be fairly new tools. So really good. Right, let's get all that back in a box. That's the tow truck AA type from Miniart, kit number 35351. I think you'll agree that's a pretty neat kit, and I look forward to building that. And don't know what I'll do with it. Maybe being 1/35 scale, we can do something with that. But you know, to like a diorama or something. Do like it. I'm liking my dioramas at the moment. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Hope that's useful to you. And take care out there, and I'll see you soon. Cheers for now. Bye for now.